Is it okay for a prep center to actually sell on Amazon? If you guys have been following the channel for a little while, you know that I used to work with a prep center called Shipdif, all right? And my personal experience with them was not that great. I made a whole video on it this summer because I switched prep center, and if you want to know more about it, you can watch that video. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that is actually quite important. We have on the Discord server someone on the Discord server that actually work with Shipdif, that actually hired Shipdif as their prep center, and he noticed that they are basically selling on Amazon, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it in today's video. So before we actually do, there's 3 links for you in the description, all right? There's more links with free stuff that you can find in the description, but the 3 links I want to talk about. First of all, mentorship program, gonna start soon during Q1. I'm gonna take a few of you guys to $10,000 in sale. Link in the description, you can join the waitlist. Yeah, more info on that soon. I'll make a whole video talking about that. I already made a video talking about the premise, but yeah. Second link you're gonna find, one of the most important, if you want to grow fast, one-on-one coaching. If you want to grow fast, you want to scale, best way to do it is to get a mentor, get someone that actually did it in the past to actually get you to where you want to go, right? And so if you want to do this, you can book a call with me. Link in the description, so you can avoid dumb mistakes and you can scale way faster and lose way less money on your way up, right? So you can book a call as early as tomorrow. Link in the description. Third link you're gonna find Discord server. If you want to grow, you need to network as well. Best way to network: come on the Discord server, ask questions, talk about stuff, talk with people. First thing, come on the Discord server, introduce yourself. It's the first step. All right. So yeah. That's it for the links. Let's dive into the video. So I'm gonna read you the message that Vic Reno Vegas, and I'm looking at on my left because this is where my screen is. The message that Vic Reno Vegas left about Shipdif, and what he said is, "Hey Chris, I know you had some issues with Shipdif in the past. So let's rephrase that. I had a personal experience that was not that good. Other people may have great experience. So yeah. I have been using them since March. Kind of related, but I randomly found Shipdif reselling products on Amazon. What are your thoughts on a prep center reselling on Amazon? I would imagine it's kind of a conflict of interest against their own clients, since they know all the sources of their competition." Here's their Amazon seller ID. Yeah, you give the Amazon seller ID if I wanted to look at the store, stuff like that. That I'm not going to share in this video. If you really want to look at their store, you can go on the Discord server and click on the link. But yeah. So I do not necessarily know where I stand about it, and I'd like you guys to actually let me know in the comments or on the Discord server what you guys actually think about it. But I'm personally not too sure. It definitely feels like there's some sort of conflict of interest because yeah, they have access to they know what products you sell, how fast it's selling, they have access to your stock, how often you reorder some products, stuff like that, and so how much you send, and so they have access to so many units that it is, you know, it feels wrong. And I know that there's a lot of big sellers that actually, not a lot, but there's a few big sellers that actually run prep centers. I do not necessarily know how I feel about it. It feels a little bit wrong, and not for the reason that you guys actually say, not for the reason that they have access to all your sources, because you know, there's different ways to actually run your Amazon business, and you can definitely run a 7-figure business just by sourcing super basic website, like huge retailers. You do not need, and I think this is something that a lot of beginners actually think, and there's not just one way to actually run your Amazon business. There's not a right way and a wrong way. You can do whatever you want, but you know, like you can definitely have a 7-figure stores just by sourcing huge websites like Walmart, not really necessarily Walmart, but like, you know, huge, like big websites. You can definitely have like, you do not need to go for the super niche suppliers. This is something that you tend to think when you begin, and I disagree with it. Like you can definitely have like 2-3 huge websites, source them, and have a 7-figure business without all the moving parts. This is the part that I choose. This is the way that I decided to follow, because it's just easier. There's way less moving parts. You could actually do it the other way, have bigger return on investment, potentially bigger margins, and have products. But I just, the way I like to run this business is with the less moving parts as possible. And so the best way to do it for me is just source big websites for products that sell super fast, so it's less likely to tank, it sells super fast, you flip your money way faster, and this is just easier than going to some sort of niche website that nobody knows. It's just the way I like to run this business. This is what works for me, and yeah, it may actually be better for you to do the opposite, but this is not, like, the supplier stuff for me is not that much a big deal, except if you are actually sourcing from super niche website, which is not necessarily the only way to run this business, right? No, as I was saying, I believe there's definitely a conflict of interest, because they do have some sort of data, and even if they do not directly have access to the number of units you sell a month on that listing and such, they definitely know how many units you send, how often you reorder these products, stuff like that. And so it definitely feels wrong, and especially since, I was looking on their storefront quickly, and it's definitely like products that I personally know a lot of resellers sell, that some products that I've sold myself. And so yeah, it feels kind of wrong to do this. No, it could be like, if you are definitely in, and there were some issues I know in the past with Prep Center that actually resold some of the products that they received from their customer. And I'm not saying that they are doing this, but it feels wrong nonetheless. Like, there's something that feels wrong nonetheless. There's definitely a conflict of interest, because they do have some sort of access to data from your account. They know where you actually buy the products, which could be an issue, but I don't think it's the biggest issue. The biggest issue is that you can actually, they can actually have data on how fast your items selling, or they can at least infer how fast some items are selling, oh, it's working for you, and they can see how much of the buy box you get often. Like, it's way too, except if you are, and they do have a private labeling product, from what I've seen, and I forgot how it's called, because I looked quickly, but it really, really, really feels wrong, except if, you are definitely on your lane selling one specific type of products. And I know for other resellers, I'm thinking about that girl, I forgot her name, like the ginger girl. I've seen her store, she's selling some specific stuff. She's not, like, she's selling some weird stuff, and so I know that, I would not shy away from potentially using her Prep Center, because she's definitely in her things, and I know that she's not looking at, when you reach a certain level, you do not need to look at you do not need to, like, it does not make sense. Like, it's just for me, like, when you guys actually, if you guys want me to actually verify some leads that you send, and this is why, I'm kind of, I do not know where to stand on that issue. When you guys actually send me leads to send, to check and stuff like that, I never bought a lead of what somebody actually told me, or a lead that someone actually asked me to check, because I know exactly what I'm selling. If you've seen my storefront, maybe some of you potentially have seen it already, I sell some really specific stuff, and if you know what I'm reordering, I'm only reordering the same stuff. So yeah, I'm really deep into something, and like, I do not need more leads. Like, I do not need more leads. There's a reason why I'm not even sourcing more. I do not necessarily need more leads. All right, I'm not desperate for leads, and so this is why I do not know where to stand. Because, like, as I said, when you reach a certain point, you are not going to be desperate with leads, and so you are not going to need to actually, like, do this to find leads, right? The reason why I do not know with Shipdif is because their account is pretty new. And I really don't know. I really, really, really don't know. It does feel like it's a little bit more on the wrong side, but yeah, I do not know. I really want to know what you guys think about that issue. I really do not know what to think about it. I would personally prefer to work with a prep center that actually does not sell on Amazon. I would prefer this, but I don't know if it would be a big red flag for me. It is, I believe it is some sort of red flag, for the reason that I said, because they can infer a lot of things from you and like compete with you. It does not necessarily make sense if they do, and I know that they do because they are selling stuff that, you know, by looking at their storefront, they are selling stuff that I'm 100% sure their clients are selling. All right, this is the thing. You are selling the exact same stuff. You are competing with your clients, which does not make sense. And yeah, I don't know. It feels wrong. It feels wrong for me to compete with your clients. Like, it's your bread and butter. Like, prepping is actually your bread and butter, and you are trying to compete with your customers. It does not make sense. It really does not make sense. I don't know. At least what you could have done, because I can understand maybe it's the owner that is doing it, and he does not necessarily have access. He does have access to all this data because they have their own software and stuff, and so they can infer a lot of things from that. But at least do it from under another company name. I don't know, like, it really feels wrong. Like, I don't know, because they are using the Shipdif LLC name. At least, I don't know, it really feels wrong. Let me know what you guys think about it. This is all I have to say. Nothing against Shipdif, just my experience was not that good with them. I'm sure that a lot of guys, such as the guy that actually left the comment on the Discord server, are having a great experience with them. I did not personally, and so I do not want to be biased, and as I said, I do not know. I really do not know what to think about this issue. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I really do not know. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. This is what I think about the subject. Watch these videos on the screen if you want to keep learning about selling on Amazon, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.